This is Dr. Troy Fullerton from Bilingual Barrier Busters, and tonight I want to talk about the subject of semi-lingualism. You're thinking, semi-lingualism, what's that? Well, I'm glad you asked. We know what it is to be a monolingual, that is, you speak one language. To be bilingual is you speak two languages, and we can go up from there. But what I'm talking about tonight is basically the ability to speak half a language. Now, of course, that's a bit of a misnomer because there's nobody who really speaks half a language. Or is there? Oftentimes, when people move to the United States, if their first language was something other than English, their development in their first language halts at the age that they come to the United States. This is particularly true if they stop reading, are not educated in that language. And what I mean by that is they don't receive education in that language. And if they don't have a lot of very literate conversation opportunities in that first language, if they come to the United States at the age of, say, 8 or 9, and then they're having to learn English as a second language and go and build up from there, well, they may be in their 20s, 30s, or even 40s. They're going to have proficiency in their native language up to the level of an 8 or a 9-year-old. Maybe a little bit more because there is crossover between languages, even if they develop good skills in English, that's going to influence their Spanish or whatever their first language was to a certain degree. But that's another topic. However, if they come to the United States a little bit later in life, and it takes them a while to develop their basic interpersonal communication skills, then they never really get a good grasp of academic English or English on a higher, more literate level. If they don't read, if they're not exposed to higher vocabulary or more intricate expressions, and never have to grapple with that, what you can wind up with is somebody who, as an adult, is not truly fluent, at least not on a complete level, certainly not on an academic level, in any language. That's called semi-lingualism. Now, the way to break out of that, of course, is to use the language, is to read. And one language will enhance another. And so what people in that situation need to do, they need to pull up things that they're interested in and read. They need to pull up things on YouTube, things on the internet, and expose themselves. And they need to get after learning that vocabulary. That's really going to help break out of that cycle.